How did you build your wealth and position?
The lords of the Philistines came to me personally. They were the 5 of the most powerful military rulers in the region, and each one offered me 1,100 pieces of silver if I could discover the secret of Samson's strength. 5 lords multiplied by 1,100 pieces each means I was offered 5,500 pieces of silver for one piece of information, and I was strategic enough to collect every coin.
So, what's your name for the people who don't know you?
I am Delilah, from the Valley of Sorek. I was never a queen, never a military commander, never a woman with an army behind her. I was simply a woman who understood that the right relationship with the right man is worth more than any weapon the Philistines could forge, and I proved it.
What industry were you operating in?
Intelligence gathering through intimate access. I operated in the space between public power and private vulnerability, which is the most valuable and most dangerous territory in any era. The Philistine military machine couldn't defeat Samson on a battlefield, so they needed someone who could get close enough to find what the battlefield never could, and I was exactly that person.
Is this the silver the Philistine lords paid you?
5,500 pieces of silver was delivered in full the moment Samson's head was shaved and his strength left him on my lap. I want to be honest with you. I knew exactly what I was doing every single time I asked him, and I kept asking until he was too emotionally exhausted to protect himself anymore.
So, how did you finally break him after he lied to you 3 times?
I didn't use force. I used persistence dressed as heartbreak. I told him daily. I pressed him until his soul was vexed unto death. And I framed every question as a test of whether he truly loved me. I discovered that men who are genuinely strong physically are often completely undefended emotionally. And I found that gap and I stayed in it until he collapsed.
What does your story reveal about how wealth is sometimes acquired?
That access is always worth more than aggression. The Philistines sent armies against Samson, and he walked away from every one of them. One woman with patience, proximity, and a consistent emotional strategy accomplished what thousands of soldiers with weapons could not, and the difference was intimacy weaponized with intention.
What's the greatest warning your story carries for anyone building something significant?
Your greatest vulnerability is never on the battlefield where your enemies can see you. It is in the private room where you feel safe enough to finally stop being strong. Samson defeated every external threat he ever faced and was destroyed completely by the one person he let past his guard. And that pattern has repeated itself in the life of every powerful person who ever forgot to protect their private self.
What's your message to the younger generation?
Not everyone who has consistent access to your life is consistently for your life. I sat with Samson, I held his head, I spoke softly to him every day, and every single day I was working against everything he was. Guard what you whisper in private more carefully than what you shout in public, because the room you relax in is always the room your enemy is most interested in entering.